In this specific video, I want to help you figure out some basic keyword research for your product and service so that you can target the right customers. The question is, how do you know what kind of keywords are your customers typing in to Google to find you? This is not a guessing game. This is something that you have to do a little bit of research for, but you need to know how to find the right keywords in order to properly get your website so that it is ranked higher on Google and you're targeting the right customer. Because the biggest mistake that a lot of people make is that they target the wrong customer by targeting a keyword that is just too general. Now, let me give you some examples here. Let's say, for example, that you sell tennis rackets and you're looking at a bunch of keywords, and you might go for a keyword that says buy tennis racket. But the reality of it all is that a lot of these keywords are just too competitive to rank on and take too long of an effort to rank on Google. Now, that's not to say you'll be able to rank on them, but it takes a lot of work to just rank on these general keywords. Now, let's say, for example, I sell tennis rackets, but they're a specific brand of tennis rackets. So if somebody types in buy tennis racket, if you think about it, they could be looking for a different brand of tennis rackets than what I'm selling. So if I try so hard to rank on this general keyword here, then really it's not worth it in the end. And let's say, for example, that it has 5,000 searches per month, which means that there are 5,000 people searching per month that could be potential customers. But let's say 90% of those people are looking at different brands of tennis rackets. So it's really not worth it to go after this keyword. And that's my point here, is that you really need to know your product and your customers and target the right customers. And another cool tip is that different keywords can be very different in terms of the amount of searches that they get. For example, buy a tennis racket, hypothetically, I'm just making these numbers up, could be 5,000 searches per month. But then when you insert an A, buy a tennis racket, it could be 10,000 searches per month. But it could be less competitive than the previous, but it's still competitive. And that's why you need to do some keyword research, figure out the right keywords, and attack it at that angle. Now, going back to this example here, if I'm selling a certain model number and a certain type of tennis rackets, then it would make more sense for me to go after a keyword that says buy ABC type or some sort of model number tennis racket. Let's say I do some keyword research, but it only shows that 2,000 potential customers are searching each and every month. At this point, I realize that, well, 2,000 searches, the fact that they are searching for that exact model number, that means those are actual potential customers who want my tennis rackets. And I find out that that keyword is actually not competitive at all. So that's what I'm trying to show you, is to get in the right mindset that you need to do the proper keyword research. It's really not that hard, but you need to make sure that this is not a guessing game. You're not creating keywords out of thin air. You're creating keywords from keyword research tools. And that's what brings me to the next point. How do you find this data? Well, you can use several tools. We're going to be using a Google keyword tool, which is free. Another cool strategy is you can figure out what keywords to rank on by spying on your competitors, by looking at tools such as keywordspy.com and spyfu.com. There are other paid keyword tools like Market Samurai and SEO Copilot and so forth. But these are really, this tool here is pretty expensive, but this I believe is a one-time fee. But I'm going to be using these tools here because this one's free, and this you can actually use to do some basic keyword research on the free level. So with that said, let me show you how to find your own keywords while using these tools. Okay, so what I want you to do now is hop on over to google.com and do a search on Google Keyword Tool. This is a free tool supplied to you by google.com, and it's a great way to tap into google.com simply because they are the largest search engine and they provide you with some free, amazing data. So you can do a number of different searches here. You can enter the keyword phrase here, enter a website URL of your competitor, or choose a category. In this example, I'm going to use the same example on the tennis rackets, on buy a tennis racket. And if I do a search here, you'll notice the columns to the left-hand side, the keyword column, the keyword phrase that relates to the specific keyword. So Google's going to show you all the different variations of keywords that relate to that specific keyword phrase that you've entered. Then you've got the competition column here. This shows you how competitive it is for that keyword. So the higher the competitive it is, obviously the harder it is to rank on in terms of search engine rank. Then we have global monthly searches, which is basically around the world searches. And I don't really pay attention to that. I pay close attention to the local monthly searches because that relates to the local area that you're targeting. And by default, as you can see, it targets your specific area. So I've got United States here, English as a language, but I can also change that to other countries. Now, the filters here that are the most important are this, and this. So the local monthly searches, the global monthly searches, and the competition. So if I only want low and medium competition, I can select these two and see what kind of keyword phrases that relate to this keyword that my potential customers are actually typing into Google. And like I said, the problem earlier though is I don't really know what kind of tennis racket people are searching on. They might be searching for a specific type while I'm selling a different type. So let's say for out of 1,600 people that land on my website that are typing in this keyword phrase, I don't know if they're searching for my tennis rackets that I'm selling. In fact, out of the 1,600 people, you might have only one or two people. So it's actually better to target on an exact and specific keyword phrase and get maybe like 30, 40, 50 to 100 people versus 1,000 and not really know if those people are searching for your product or not. Okay, so let's say for example that I go to tennis-warehouse.com and I look for a specific tennis racket. And I'm looking for something that has like the model number and everything like that. So let's say, for example, the Denier Pro 197. And let's see what we see in Google. And as you can see here, the Denier Pro 197 18 by 20 is low competition. But we only got 12 searches for that specific keyword. So if you were playing the guessing game and you just guessed and started to try and rank on that keyword, you would figure out that, oh wait, there's only 12 people searching for that. Now, if we dig down deeper here, we see that people that are searching for the Denier Pro 197, it's low competition, but it's 91 local monthly searches. So people are searching in Google that specific racket type, and they're searching for that, and there's 91 people coming per month. So imagine if you were to target that keyword phrase, but realize, oops, there's a different keyword that is being searched for 91 searches per month. So out of those 91 people, let's say 50 people actually convert on that specific racket. And it's a $198 racket. So that's not bad considering you go for a very specific keyword and then it's a $200 racket. So let's say you earn $30, $40 on that specific racket. So that's not a bad keyword to go after. And that's why you need to do the proper keyword research. Now, there are other tools out there like keywordspy.com and spyfu.com, which SpyFu is very similar to keywordspy.com. And on their free level, they actually allow you to do a basic keyword research. So it's spyfu.com or keywordspy.com. I like keywordspy.com primarily because you can spy on your competitors simply by entering the URL here. So let's say, for example, that I want to see what tennis-warehouse.com in terms of keywords are trying to rank on. Now, this is a very, very big company, and you can see they have about 15,000 ads. They got pay-per-click keywords, which basically means keywords that in terms of Google AdWords, they're trying to rank on. So when you do a search on Google for a certain keyword and you see the ads at the very top and the right hand side, those are called PPC keywords. Organic keywords are keywords that appear in the actual search engine. So this gives us an idea or a better idea of what keywords this company is trying to rank on. So if you wanted to piggyback on the keywords that they're trying to rank on, then this is a great tool to use. So make sure that you take the information that I just taught you to do some quick and easy basic keyword research so that you know exactly what keywords to rank on.